this is Tiffany from iHeartArtBlog.com, also for the Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L Design Team, and I'm here to show you these two fun, colorful cards, and we're using a wide range of products, including the Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L Easy Runner Strips. This is a permanent refillable runner, as well as the My Stick Vellum Adhesive, and then this really fun, uber popular stamp set by Reverse Confetti called Dream in Color, and then some Faber-Castell Design Memory Craft products, including the Art Grip colored pencils and the Paper Crafter crayons. So let's begin. For this encaustic technique or crayon melting technique, you will need a Clover mini iron, and I found this in the Notions department of Michaels. Have it set on high, have it on top of a trivet, then I have some scrap felt that I use to clean it off. So you want to heat that up to get started and just set it aside somewhere safe that you're not going to burn yourself. I am going to do some stamping. And I have a little tip for you that I've shared before. If you stamp in Versamark ink, your stamps will not stain as bad. So I am going to use my Stampers Big Brush pen in black to stamp this. And then set that aside to dry. And now we can do our encaustic technique. And I'll be working with 2 trivets so I don't burn myself. So these are the Paper Crafters crayons, and I'm just going to go Roy G. Biv from the top to the bottom. So you simply melt it onto the surface. You can see it melts pretty fast. And let it set there for a little bit and then glide it across. And you can push it pretty well as long as it's hot. And when you're done with that color, just use your scrap piece of felt and clean it off, and then you can move on to your next color. You can also add wax droplets by doing this. Take a lot of the color at the tip and then just let gravity do its job so you can get little droplets. So now you just let that dry. So now that it's dry, it should have a more matte finish once it's dry. Just going to adhere my mats, and I'm using the Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L Easy Runner Strips. These are permanent. They have a really strong hold. So now I have my sentiment panel, and I am going to use the My Stick Vellum Adhesive, and it's super easy to put together. You just have this upside down and it'll click in. If you put it this way, it won't let you click it in. So that, then you flip it, and then you can adjust the grip by pressing that button. So it's refillable and it's very customizable, not only the design but the grip. And I'm just going to put some vellum adhesive at the top and bottom of this panel. And there you go. So to begin this card, I'm going to stamp this sentiment. I'm going to let that dry, and while that dries, we're going to make the really cool banner. So I have a thin piece of May Arts ribbon. I believe this is their 1/4 inch white gross grain ribbon. And I've trimmed up all of this baker's twine from the Twinery in rainbow colors. And I wasn't exactly precise in my cutting, I just sort of guesstimated. But a good way to start the banner is by putting 2 of the yellow and green twines in the middle, because that will be the middle of the spectrum. So before I glue anything down, I'm going to color the word with my Faber-Castell Art Grip colored pencils. So once you're done coloring, it'll look like that. And you can go ahead and add some accents and embellishments. But before you do, I highly recommend you adhere it down to its mat. And I am using the Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L Easy Runner in the white strips. This is a permanent adhesive, and this is also a refillable. And I'm using this strong adhesive because it's going to hold a lot of weight in the front. And I don't want it to fall off in shipping. So I used quite a bit. So I'm just going to put it on its mat. So in order to adhere my little banner down, I have 2 clothespins on each side. And then using the small dots, they come in a little dispenser like this, and you just rip them off. And they have this non-stick clear sheet and then a non-stick white sheet so that they're not getting messy. Not making a mess, getting stuck all over. So you just take it and then peel away the clear. And I even cut them in quarters for the small pieces. And there you go. Again, this was Tiffany from iHeartArtBlog.com, here to show you these 2 fun, super colorful cards for Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L. Thanks for watching.